about the game, and then we'll go to questions, please.
Wow, where do I start? An awful good basketball game on Saturday to kick this off. I thought defensively in the first half we did a really nice job of containing the dribble and limiting their three-point shots. We knew that's what they wanted to do coming in. I think in the second half they got loose a little bit. Very athletic team. Fortunately for us, we were able to make just enough plays on the offensive end. That's kind of been our motto all year long, find ways to win. I don't think you go 30-0 and play perfectly for 30 straight games, but what you do is find ways to win, and I've got a couple winners next to me. Unbelievable feeling right now.
30-0, Coach. Talk about it.
You asked me, what, about 6-7 weeks ago, Coach, you said, or George, you said, Coach, can you go 30-0? And I said, I don't know. I knew we had some intangibles that were going to be awful good, but I don't think you could ever predict 30-0. But what a year, and very blessed to have very good players, very good community, very good parents, and that's a pretty good formula for us.
What's changed there in the second half when they were able to make a comeback?
Well, I think their pressure defensively a little bit stirred us up. Maybe took a few bad shots. But certainly I think what you found is a little bit of a desperation mode. They were down. I'm sure their coach was excited at halftime, and they're a very good basketball team. So I think I saw more urgency out of them in the second half. And start of the fourth quarter, we weren't really trying to hold the basketball. We were actually trying to run a few things to get it to the right guy's hands. But again, you credit their defense for being very athletic. And again, when you play a good team like this, you're going to have they're going to make a run, and they made a few. And I thought we were good enough just to weather it.
Colton, could you take us through the last shot, please?
The last shot, Coach Drew played for us. Credit to the other team, they got us out of that play. My teammates found me open, and Coach was talking to me on the sideline, telling me to go. So I went and just hit the shot.
What was the play that you were supposed to run? Yeah.
And basically get him the ball and get out of the way.
It looked like it hesitated just for a second. Did you think about giving the ball up and then decide, nah, I'm going to take this?
Yeah, I seen Damian posting up down low, and I thought about giving it to him. And then the kid that was guarding him jumped in front of him, so I knew I had to take it.
How much contact was there on that shot?
I don't know how much contact there was. I kind of forget that play.
You didn't feel that part of it?
No, I didn't.
It looked like you got bumped pretty good, so the degree of difficulty might have been high.
Maybe just a little bit, but that's all right.
That's all right. Coach, were you a different team? You talked about their urgency, but you look like a different team starting the third than the team that went in after the shot he made after the first. Maybe a little bit, I don't want to say complacent, but you lose a little bit of your edge.
Absolutely. I think we were up 10, might even got up 12. I thought our guys, relaxed a little bit, and I think that's when you're dealing with 17, 18-year-olds, sometimes that's going to happen. But again, we talked about in the locker room, they were going to make a run or two. We had to weather it. And like you said, I thought we got a little bit complacent at times, especially on the offensive end. But I'm going to give them credit for their defensive athleticism.
Colton, you came up really big there at the end of the half. That was not only a great pass from Damian, but what a catch. That catch, what we were talking about, might have been more impressive than Chop, but then to sit there in the green, that was huge. Talk about that.
I came out because I got my second foul, I think. Second foul. And Coach put me back in, and I was boxing out the shooter, and he made it, so I took off, and Damian found me right away like he always does because he's a great rebounder and passer. And when he threw it to me, I just caught it and just threw it up.
Damian, this has got to be a big day, not only for you as a Patriot, but as your, but for your family too, because there's a silver trophy sitting at home with another Cook's name on that thing. Now you bring home the gold, and with the rest of your teammates here. Talk about that. I mean, the Cook family has been involved in 2 state title games.
Yeah, it's a big thing for our community to get a gold trophy back, and I know Dad's proud, and I know he's loving every second of it right now.
You talked about bragging rights. I think we got him now.
Damien, you were a beast on the board tonight, and you had to be. I thought that was huge at rebounding in the game today. Talk about that, Josh, and Damien.
We did a really good job in the first half. Second half, I thought we struggled at times, but yeah, they got him for 11 and him for 12. I thought we cleaned them pretty good for the most part. But again, same concept, long shot, long rebounds, and they're very athletic. So we struggled a little bit in the third and fourth quarter, whether that was fatigue or again whether that was a little bit of a more of an inspired effort on their end. But I think we got just enough to close it out.
Kind of a slow start to start this game, Coach. A little bit of the jitters maybe on both sides of the ball?
Sure. I don't think you can ever simulate a state championship game. I think they were 3 of 15 from the three-point line in the first half, and I told my guys in the locker room, I thought if we could keep them to 6, I thought we'd win the game, and we got them. They did get 7. That's just such a big piece of their offense is making perimeter shots and shooting those. And we didn't obviously shoot it extremely well. I mean, we shot 60% in the semifinals, and today I'm looking. I know we didn't shoot it that well, especially from the 3. We were 3 of 13, so I don't think we again played as well as we could offensively. But I think the stage that you're on certainly, and the team that you're playing.
Josh, you've been in a lot of basketball games, coaching and playing. What did your guts feel like when you put that shot up for the second half? And that was right on line.
Felt like it was slow motion. It's kind of ironic because before we started the year, we went to where they shot the movie Hoosiers. We practiced there for about an hour and a half, and all the family members went with us, and they were in the stands watching it practice, and brought them down to the floor, got T-shirts, got pictures, and they went out to eat, had a nice team family bonding thing, and the script kind of played out really, and very ironic again that Hoosiers is kind of our what we predicated this thing on, and you go out and make a Jimmy Chitwood shot, right? He didn't say give it to me. He didn't say I'll make it.
You didn't have a shooter on the bench either.
I did ask him. I said, guys, what's our best set? And these guys were kind of going back and forth, and so just got a great relationship with both of them, and obviously they're going to be very tough to replace, but we'll talk about that another day.
3 other teams have won state championships today, but you guys are the only one that's going to have a 0 on the right side of your record. What's that mean to you?
I'll tell you, it's pretty big because I really believe we played a great schedule this year. I know in the past, you could say what you want, about our league and some different things, but our league has some good basketball teams. Our non-league conference was as good, our non-league games were as good as we could possibly play this year, in my opinion. And I think it kind of paid off by allowing us to be in different situations and playing various styles of basketball, and certainly, able to capture the most important one today. But yeah, to win 30 games, that's unheard of. At least, it's not normal. So it's a pretty abnormal thing, but. You got to have good players to do that.
Damien, 102 and 6 is pretty special too, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I really don't know what it feels like to lose games.
That's a good thing.
And Coach, I mean, you're right there too. You got win number 201 today.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think maybe. Do you kind of share the same sentiment that Damien just said, that you don't know, what it's like to lose a lot of ball games?
Yeah, I don't want to get used to that, George. I'll tell you what, we just put in a lot of time. I mean, it's just no secret. I got a guy who played for me in the back. He won a lot of games himself. I mean, there's no secret in basketball. It's repetition, it's time, and it's doing the right things. And I think for the most part we do those things, and whether defensively or offensively, offensively we get the ball where it's supposed to go, defensively we're solid, we're going to make you make plays, we're going to make you beat us. A lot of those intangibles, but it's about the time that our staff puts in, that our players put in, and that our parents buy into, to making sure these kids are accountable and where they're supposed to be. And as I told you or actually on Thursday, these people have bought in from day one, and you know, very, very happy and blessed to be where I am.
Okay, any more questions?
Yeah, what happens now in New Madison tonight? They get the fire truck out, I've never been there.
You know, I don't really know what's going to happen. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're all going to go find out for the first time what it feels like to win a state title and what the hometown's going to do. I couldn't imagine there was too many people back home, as you saw our crowd. So it's going to be a fun evening. It's going to be a fun evening.
Yesterday's sickness is long gone now.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, so Thursday night, you don't care to hear this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So Thursday night, I go out to get something to eat. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to watch the NCAA games. I go out, I bring something home to eat. About 2:30 in the morning, I obviously get sick. I believe I had food poisoning, so I didn't even get to enjoy anything yesterday. I was out of commission in my bed. You guys can imagine, for pretty much 24 hours. So I said last night about 8 o'clock, I said, Dad, I might have to pass the baton. He said, no, son, you got to get well. So, luckily this morning, I met these two guys in breakfast, and the first thing they said to me, it wasn't, you know, you're ready. They said, Coach, how you feeling? You know, so again, that's a little tidbit. So yeah, I've been down and out, but I tell you, I feel pretty good right now.
Yeah. And what was the deal? I heard Tyler had a bit of the flu.
He did. He either had flu or food poisoning as well. After the game Thursday, we were out, and he did the same thing. So we don't know. So I stayed away from these guys. We did a little practice yesterday morning, and it went okay. He said, Coach, I asked you a question, and you walked away. I said, well, I didn't want to get sick on you. So, yeah, thankfully he was healthy and ready to go, and I took it for the rest of us.
Hope and Damien, how does it feel knowing that forever you guys are going down? This group that brought the first state championship trophy back to New Madison.
It feels really good. These last 30 games, we've really came together as a family. It's a great group of kids, guys. I look at these guys as my brothers, and I would do anything for them.
Are you going to have any kind of thing to talk about with, Kayla? Now you're going to rep her?
Definitely. We've talked about for the past year or so since we went, and none of us had really bragging rights because we've all lost. And now
we haven't. No, you've won.
Yeah, now we got bragging rights. So.
All right, guys, we're going to let you go.